Have you ever sat through a presentation that felt like an eternity? The slides blurred together, the speaker droned on, and you found yourself struggling to stay awake. Unfortunately, this is the reality of many business presentations. They lack the power to truly engage and inspire. Why? Because they often neglect a fundamental element of storytelling: conflict. Without conflict, there's no drama, no tension, and ultimately, no reason for the audience to truly care. We need a hook, something to grab their attention and make them sit up and listen. This is where the concept of the villain comes in. Now, before you start picturing a caped crusader in your next board meeting, let's clarify what we mean by villain in the context of a business presentation. Your villain isn't necessarily a person or even a company. It's anything that stands in the way of your audience achieving their goals or desires. This could be a problem your company solves, a challenge your industry faces, or even an outdated way of thinking that's holding people back. Think of it as the antagonist to your presentation's protagonist, your solution or idea. For example, if you're a software company launching a new project management tool, your villain could be the inefficiency of traditional project management methods. You could paint a picture of projects bogged down in endless email chains, missed deadlines, and frustrated team members. By clearly identifying and presenting this villain, you create a shared sense of frustration with the audience and instantly make your solution, your streamlined software, seem that much more appealing. So, how do you identify the villain in your own presentations? It starts with understanding your audience and their pain points. What are their biggest challenges? What keeps them up at night? What are their aspirations? And what's preventing them from achieving those goals? Once you have a good grasp of your audience's needs and frustrations, you can start to pinpoint the villain that's causing these issues. This requires stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. Is it an inefficient process, outdated technology, a lack of awareness or education? Remember, your villain should be relatable and relevant to your audience. They need to see themselves in the problem you're presenting. For instance, if you're presenting to a room full of sales executives, a compelling villain might be the increasing difficulty of closing deals in a competitive market. By framing your presentation around this relatable villain, you immediately capture their attention and make them eager to hear your solution. Section 4. Showcasing the villain's impact. Identifying your villain is just the first step. To truly make your presentations captivating, you need to bring this villain to life and demonstrate its impact in a tangible way. Don't just tell your audience about the problem, show them. This is where data, visuals, and storytelling come into play. Use compelling statistics to quantify the villain's negative effects. For example, instead of simply saying customer churn is a problem, you could say companies lose an estimated $136 billion per year due to avoidable customer churn. Incorporate powerful imagery that evokes the emotions associated with the villain, whether it's frustration, fear, or wasted resources. And most importantly, use storytelling to make the villain's impact relatable and memorable. Share real-life examples, case studies, or even personal anecdotes that illustrate the consequences of not addressing the problem. The more effectively you can showcase the villain's impact, the more your audience will be invested in your solution. Section 5. Reaping the rewards of a villainous strategy. By embracing the concept of the villain in your business presentations, you're not just adding an element of drama, you're tapping into a powerful psychological principle, the power of contrast. When you clearly define a problem and its consequences, your solution appears that much more valuable and necessary. Think about it. A superhero is only as heroic as the villain they're fighting against. The same principle applies to your presentations. By showcasing the villain, you highlight the importance of your own work and position yourself as the hero with the solution. This approach not only makes your presentations more engaging, but it also makes them more persuasive. When your audience understands the stakes and feels the urgency of the problem, they're more likely to be receptive to your message and take action. So, the next time you're preparing a business presentation, don't be afraid to embrace the villain. Unmask the challenge, showcase its impact, and then step up as the hero with the solution. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes in captivating your audience and driving results.